Well, looks like we're actually in already. I wasn't actually expecting it to be that quick, but never mind. Going to be joining me tonight is John at CSGO Laser. I think he's here. Hello, John. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, bud. I just wanted to check before we got started. But tonight is going to be the second semi-final, so last remaining match before we do go to the grand final of the EAL Season 2. And this is Wizards of Gaming versus Aetas Black, and both of these teams have been incredible so far. Looks like Aetas Black, though, going to be coming out worse for wear from this first pistol round, though. Ooh, Baxter, though, does try and go for it. Not going to happen, though, unfortunately. As around do find that pistol round.
I think I might have to restart my computer. My audio is super distorted for some reason.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'll be right back, though.
No problem then, bud. Well, that round, Wizards of Gaming right now, NT and Dafgek really going heavy. Both gone balls to the wall with the M4 buys. Again, talking so much through this throughout this season about these buys. Really, no matter who I've been casting with, is the fact that we've all kind of agreed that, you know, if they start to prize weapons away from you, and then ended up with either that AK or in this case the M4, with obviously Wizards of Gaming being CT, can kind of get a little bit precarious, and also really do have the chance to ruin your economy. And Bastard does try and go for the headshot there, not going to find it though. Entity wrapping around Fork to step in for Janny. Well, 3 versus 4 though, at least a frag for Aetas Black, but this pistol buy requires more. Bomb plant would be certainly well received as Dafgek. He does start to lead away towards tree, and this could be the opportunity for Aetas Black. 3 on 3. They can find the bomb plant. There's potential for this, but he's already waiting for this crossing. It's going to be spotted out. At least they know where one. Smoke comes in late though, and both Wooter and Voxel do have weapons to the names. Wooter does have that scout. Voxel with the MP9 to hand as well, but already Janny trying to go fast, doesn't land it though. Does give away Voxel's position, but that flashbang gonna actually fully blind Dafgek now in a 1-on-1. Voxel already got the 3 frags on the board. Same for Entity. Both of these going for the 4K, but Voxel pulls out the deagle, not gonna be able to find it. Well, 4K onto Entity to save that round for Wizards of Gaming. A real close one there. And as I was saying, them kind of heavy investment buys where you go for them M4s can kind of turn the tide if they start prizing away them weapons. And well, we just saw it happen though, but Entity steps up. 7 frags already on the board for him, securing that second round for Wizards of Gaming. You can just see his economy from that. Really, really crazy. Comparatively to the rest of the Wizards of Gaming side. Johnny going to be getting flashed into a main. He's not going to be able to spot anything out from that, but Voxel does peek in there. Do believe he just spots him out in time. Maybe just a shoulder. Lucifer though getting pacified right now, down to 48 HP. Seemingly trying to go for a little bit of a B main push, but doesn't really seem to work for him. And oh, Aviate somehow finds it onto Lucifer through the smoke there. That's already going to be down 1 down for Wizards of Gaming now, and they're already on the disadvantage here. 3 MP9s and only a single form on M4 onto Entity, so these AKs going to be able to start shredding, but it's a similar story really. You got Wooter on the MP9 and Aviate with a single deagle, but he's already made that work with that gorgeous shot through the smoke onto Lucifer, giving them the man advantage. But all down to Dafgek and ERX. Already though, Voxel finds one Entity in mid. That's going to clean that up. He's going to try and go for it, but ERX finds a second in the form of Voxel up the mid. And all down to him and Janny now to try and recover this. 2 on 3 though. 2 AKs in the hands of Aetas. Janny does upgrade though from the MP9, and he's just going to try this, but that MP9 causing him a little bit of an issue there. It's going to be eventually be found, but ARK going to be traded out there eventually. 3 frags for him though, and the only frags for Wizards of Gaming. Really had to step up that round to try and work the round for Wizards of Gaming, but doesn't actually work out unfortunately for them. 2-1 though. Entity actually invests into the AWP here, and this is a very quasi buy. MP9 in the form of ERX, Dafek with the UMP as well. CZ onto Janny and a single deagle and armor for Lucifer. Absolutely no utility, and already them smokes have gone down for Wizards of Gaming, so they've literally got to play for the aim duels. They can't afford any losses right now. Well, a loss looking likely. ARX, single man on the A side. MP9, got to try and fend off a quite heavy presence. The bomb actually dropped towards A as well. It's not going to be pushed through just yet. It's still got to be picked up, but he's got to push for this. Doesn't actually land it. And that's the A side open now. Only Entity with the AWP to try and defend it. Oh, misses first shot there. Onto Voxel. And that kind of opens up the site now. Lucifer, though, going to spot out the AK just peeking from the pillar behind Fork, but he's not going to be able to find it, and looking like he's not going to be able to recover either. An Entity pushed out the side. Lucifer has to find something. 27 HP. He goes to the bomb plant to the smarter play, but you're already there now. Entity trying to go and find some AWP shots, but this just isn't working out here. Really needed to go aggressive with that AWP if they're going to go into this kind of quasi-buy, but he doesn't do so. Playing out a car, and it doesn't work out, and Aetas surely going to start hunting this Voxel. Certainly is going to be doing so. And there's point. They know they've saved likely CT, but they're going to try and find it. Voxel already getting tagged down by Dafkek. He's going to try and find this, though. They can't allow them to take these weapons in, but the rest of Aetas moves towards T-spawn, and well, Voxel could be looking like an easy frag for Entity. Does find it as well. And 2-2 now. Wizards of Gaming not really looking all that sharp. Entity and Dafkek, though, going to be taking this open AK, and there we go. We see the upgraded buy again from them. That was kind of like their buy round, obviously, but didn't really go to plan for them. Still a little bit economy spread across everywhere to invest in at least something there. RX with the P250 and armor. Same deal for Lucifer as well. Not really sure why he's brought head armor, though. Not really worth it considering the AK buy. Obviously Voxel's got the UMP, but surely they're assuming that the AKs are out in force here. And Entity not going to be finding anything, and this is kind of the situation where you need to put them weapons in the right places, but it's not happening, and Janny going to be spotted out there. Luckily gets away. ERX, though, actually in the boost position. Does find himself too. That's worthy. Entity with the third onto Bastion now. They've got to step up. 3 versus 2 right now. Aetas on the back foot, but they have the site control. Wizards of Gaming not locked out. Everyone towards the same position, and Aviate gonna find one. Can't transfer onto Lucifer, though, unfortunately, and now Wu-Tai in a little bit of a tricky situation, and Lucifer easily finds that. Outplayed the position, and now Wizards finally putting another round on the board. They're losing them 2 successive ones to Aetas, so that's something for them. And there we go. Do you see the buys coming out? 3 M4s, AK onto Lucifer as well. But Aetas having to go with the CZ and Deagle onto Aviate and Jackio, so not really all that great for them. But we're seeing Lucifer again trying to play this position. He is going to hear him above there. Voxel. That was kind of messy. That shouldn't have really have happened. Should have had a little peek down there before dropping. But Lucifer taken down to 12 HP. But really, it's not a frag, and that's what Aetas needed from that. You can't really be losing them kind of situations, especially on the T side of Cash. So a little bit unfortunate for him there, and to be able to spot out ERX on Cats, but not a frag again. Just trading out there, and that's a lot of site real estate given away to Aetas already. Again, it's kind of what tends to happen, but Wizards have been able to take it back so far. ERX finds another, falls back to Highway, aware of a potential mid presence, and takes it head on. I'm not sure what Dafkek hasn't actually rotated yet, but I'm pretty sure they're both aware that they're towards the A site. They saw Rooter up in Squeaky. I'm not really sure what they're doing all that much. Entity, though, going to be able to finalise that. Gets the round done and dusted with the final frag onto Ruta. And 4-2 now going into this 7th round. And neither team looking really like the pure contender for this map right now. Like I said going into this, both of these teams have played impeccable games of Counter-Strike throughout the group stages and the quarter-final matchups. So it's definitely one to watch this, and I'm sure this series is going to be close. Potential for an overtime. The RX pushes through A main. It certainly works out, but fast push onto the A site. Gives Aetas Black the edge though, with them pistol buys. Lucifer doesn't actually spot Voxel just moving away from his plant position. Did just see the shoulder. Not able to see it through the flames though, but he does try and go for a frag. Finds Bastion. Now all down to Jackie and Voxel though. Jackie actually coming out from mid. He rotates all the way out of A main for that. But the defuse comes in and it wasn't really worth pushing that. You're already aware that round was done and dusted. And 5-2. This is the gaming taking the edge right now of this matchup. We're still waiting on John though. Apparently his headset's a little bit screwed, so we're just waiting on him for the co-cast. He hasn't completely ditched me, I promise. Something's gone a little bit wrong forward. Mid-smoke's come out, but Janny already finds one on Voxel through the smoke there, and that is the bomb drop now. Wizards going to start wrapping around that, already getting manpower towards this position. In mid, both Lucifer and Janny taking that roll up, but Lucifer 9 HP, a single HE grenade, a tickle from a Molotov, anything right now would absolutely destroy him. That'd be a frag on the board, but Entity, you just can't do that. Finds Bastion through the garage wall. Now all down to Aviator and Wuta to recover this round already though. Wuta being pressed and now all down to Aviate. Ooh, gets ticked by the Molotov as well. 5 HP for him now. All to do though. 1 versus 4. Entity playing extremely well on this Hawk right now. 13-1 for him. Wow. 6-2. Aetas Black forced on a Quasi again. Single AK invested onto Jackie. Wondering what they're going to really do with that. Surely he's got to be the man to start dropping frags. Not really sure of the position for them. They're all pretty similar right now. It's just Entity just tearing up the server. 13-1 for him. Absolutely impeccable. But ERX, single man on this A side. He's got to defend this. Already does. Finds the bomb. Finds a second onto Bastion, but not really enough now. An Entity. Molotov not going in his favour. And Voxel already pushed up. Finds Lucifer. Leaves it in a 3-on-3 now. Halfcat though does finalise it. But Jackie has still got that AK in play. But he's going to be taken down now as well. Ruta though. Try this. He has the angle though. It's doable. Certainly not out of the question, but perfectly timed by Wizards and a perfect peek from them. Just hold the angle and wait for him to peek. And double teams him. And the 7th round on the board for them now. No chance of stopping the bank of Wizards of Gaming starting to deposit the funds. 5k across these players going into this round. Lucifer able to invest into a second up. Not really sure why Entity didn't buy him one, considering he's 10k, but a little bit of poor economy management. Even though it doesn't really make all that much of a difference, it's still a bonus. Really, Lucifer though making that AWP work already, and he's actually going to get taken down now. Both Janny and Dafkek. Dafkek already finding 2 onto Voxel and Aviate, starting to shut this down. Janny trying to go find a 3rd frag, but not able to there. But Bastion going to be taken down by the Molotov. He only had 12 HP to his name anyway. Very easy frag to be found, and now all down to Wuta. Try and recover this 1 versus 4, but looking unlikely. He is going to turn back to Dafkek though. Attention in the right place, but the trades from Wizards of Gaming absolutely brilliant. Not letting anything go under the rug here, these guys. Really are well positioned and well practiced. But like I say, this should be kind of a lot more closer, but it's really down to the buys of Aetas that's causing them the main issue. But on the flip side of the coin, Wizards early into this half had some kind of odd buys, but seemingly worked out better for them, and the gamble worked out. But Ruta actually going to try and prevent this mid push. Too late though. Lucifer already finding him. And again, Aetas Black. Early damage taken in the first 30 seconds onto them from Wizards of Gaming. And this is the issue for them. What do you really do once you do lose that one man? You've now got to push into a site, a man down, and try and verse a team with so much momentum, and the Angel's just not working out for you. But you don't really have the economy to buy into that utility. And as I say, these lack of weapons and firepower for Aetas Black, things like them Deagle buys just not working out. Finds the occasional frag, but not good enough to secure rounds right now. And 88 looking in the wrong way though, snaps onto Janny. Bastia though, all down to him. That nade doing a little bit of damage, but not really enough. No, all down to him though. 1 versus 4, and this is too much of a reoccurring event for Aetas, coming into this with 2 stand-ins as well, so certainly not going to be that pracked, I imagine, unless these guys are permanent stand-ins, but still, certainly not your main team, and it's starting to show. 9-2 now, and this is where you kind of need to take a time out, Aetas, just to start to talk through things. Have a pistol by this round, force if you like, you've got the money to do so. You're going to invest into the AKs, but again, taking up the 2 pistols to favour that utility. And that's kind of the issue for them right now, is these buys that are coming in just aren't really working out all of what they should be. Just not able to find the frags. They need something more explosive. They need someone like an entity of Wizards of Gaming to start stepping up. As I say that, finds one onto Jakku. Already though, locked into B main right now, Aetas. This orb of entity really slowing things down. Lucifer in heaven as well, not making life simple for them. 3 on 4. Really though, Aetas started a really slow, methodical team, and you can see that, but I'm not sure that's really paying off for them right now. They need to start going more aggressive into this. I am absolutely sure that both of these teams have watched plenty of VODs throughout this season of EAL to try and figure out what really goes down for either side, and Aetas definitely are more of a methodical team, and you can see Wizards of Gaming starting to play off that, but Dafkek, he doesn't mind. He'll sit backside, he's just going to wait for them. He has no care in the world. An entity. This man. Is this the new simple? That's the question. 18-1. Everyone in his team bowing at his knees right now with this level of frags. Only 1 death to his name as well. Aetas can start to slow him down though. There is potential for them, but can't really do much right now. And the fake boost comes in. They do drop the smoke. They're actually going to drop away from that, aware of the AWP connect. They don't really want to face that off, but certainly could have done. Now all down to Lucifer and ERX to try and slow this down, and already a dink onto Jakku, making Aetas' life so difficult, and a frag onto Ruta as well. Just too slow from Aetas. They really need to start pushing these setups wide, and the map control, but Lucifer doesn't even scope in. Turns the corner. Finds the headshot. Now all down to Aviate. 1 versus 3. He's got to find entity here, and he's just going to lurk this smoke. He's just waiting right now. And he's going to be able to find it. This man, he just doesn't know when to quit. The depth of game knowledge that he's presenting is quite impeccable as well. Really finding him some really great frags. But 11-2. Aetas Black certainly on the back foot. That nade would be deadly. Certainly a lot of damage all round, but Johnny's going to be splashed, but he's going to be recovered by Entity. He finds himself a second, a third in the form of Bastion, and that frag is not really enough for Aetas. Already 3 men down, all down to 1 player. Entity. He just does not know when to quit right now. And really, Jakku and Voxel, got to play this slow. Try and find a frag, find an entry somewhere. Could be potentially easy. ERX here. Solo man on A. Nobody really there to rotate quickly enough, but he's already found one. Potential for the second now to Voxel as he stacked that position, but already Lucifer going to rotate through connector. Does find that, but 12-2 and not a single timeout from the Aetas side. This is difficult for them. Obviously it's a best of 3, but still you don't really want to be going a map down straight away, and in a form like this, if this goes to a 13-2 to half, there's very minimal chance of a comeback with how Entity has stepped up for Wizards. But that's a frag now. Voxel finds Lucifer on the B side. Well, already, oh, AV8. He finds the man that they're after right now. They're after the blood of Entity. 23-3. And he's not even giving me any opportunity to talk about anyone else right now. Just frag after frag, round after round. It's as if no one else can find frags right now, other than him. But again, ERX, not boosted up, but still a dangerous position and a precarious one if they do go towards the A site. But looking like a B take. Bomb starts to rotate through, but already Johnny, they're going to be aware of him, but that Molotov certainly could delay their presence, but he's going to be found now, all down to ERX. AV8 closes that one out, but too little too late potentially here. 12-3 for them. Let me just tab out of that. I'm really sick of these panorama bugs. Really am. Still ongoing. We get the lovely halftime music if we're tabbed into the game, which it really isn't that great for production. And I can't. Nobody can turn it off, as I'm sure everyone's aware by now that actually plays CS:GO. It's just another bug that doesn't need to be there, which is quite a shame. But I'm not really sure when they're actually planning though, like to actually release a new patch for that. I don't even know if they're actually going to.
What's this? Sorry, I'm having a mare.
Are you sorted now?
Well, I'm able to come back now, yeah, but my headset's just screwed. Like,
right.
My surround sound no longer works. I plugged it into a different USB and plugged it into the same one, and now the surround sound's broken, so...
Nice.
It's just amazing.
Well, casting the half in your absence, and 3-on-3 now. Nobody really in an advantage position here. Entity trying to find that onto Jakku, doesn't though. He's just going to back away on the reload, but CZ buy doesn't work out, and Voxel going to be picked down by ERX and Wizards. Potential to close this out quickly. 13-3. Ease of a potential for a 15-3 right now, John, if they take these next 2 rounds, and they're looking like it too much.
15-3? Wait, who's leading, sorry?
Are you in the server?
No, I'm literally coming back in now.
Oh, right. Wizards gaming a 13-3 up. Anyway, but yeah.
Jesus.
I
did like forecast them to take the whole tournament. So.
These guys are just insane right now.
Alright, I'm just loading in.
Bomb though does proceed to get planted on the B site. Voxel though and Bastion making the pistols work. Find 2 frags, makes it a 2-on-3. Bastion going to recover a Mac 10, not really all that great, but Voxel with an AK, so really want to go for this. Bastion tries his luck, obviously Voxel though 34 HP, not really all that much to work with. He's just going to wait out in garage.
Right, I'm back in now.
Alright, nice.
Right then.
Well, the 14th round on the board, and Vauxhall. You gotta find them, buddy.
Yeah, not able to save that AK. That's definitely a bit tragic. Now Aetas Black gonna have to go for an eco, or they'll force into it for the draw.
Yeah. The only potential for them right now is overtime. It's the only thing that they've got left.
Jeez. Entity 25-3.
Yeah, absolutely
Destroying
insane.
right now. Vauxhall, that nade timing.
Ooh, Bastion though, last alive, not going to be able to find that. And well, another round on the board for Wizards, and this is the bye round now, Aetas. They've got to go into this with everything. Obviously this is a best of 3 being the semi-final game, so not really all that much, but they've got to start stepping up. And as you said, Entity finds himself 2 extra frags, 27-3. This man, absolutely unstoppable right now. And Aetas
Could drop a 10 KD in this game.
Yeah,
that's
certainly if he reaches that 30 frags and just getting more deaths easily. Already though, Wizards finding that ace site. Janny gonna be found as well.
JQ gets traded in the mid though, and the RX finds AV8 pushing through the CT, and it's just one man, and it's all over on Cash. Wizards of Gaming wins 16-3. I think it's Wizards. I think Wizards. Well, Wizards top seed in the whole tournament. Wait, 2 standings for Aetas right now. Alright. That's a bit strange. Maybe they've got players away or something. I mean, the timing.
Oh, well, I had my mic muted apparently. Nice.
Oh, what?
I know you could hear me, John, but apparently
Yeah, I can definitely
OBS
hear
had me muted. What we are
that's weird.
going to be seeing training for this next matchup. I may actually have to change things over here. I do believe it's... Who's starting CT? Aetas are starting CT for this one. So that's potential though. Train obviously does lend itself to that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think from the kind of clinical approach of Wizards and how good they've been at executing in the past, I think realistically they should take Train as well if they're set up as strong as they were on Cash, definitely.
Yeah. It's a difficult one really. Train... It favours AWP players dominantly. You know, if you've got decent AWP setups, you can take them 3-man AWP setups and just work with them. And we saw Wizards bringing that out on Cash. Not triple, but double. And it works just absolute domination for them, especially with Entity. He's been absolutely insane, as we were talking about. How did he end that out? Was he 29-3? I think it was 29-3.
Well, he was 27-3 before the last round, and I
Yeah.
don't remember how he actually ended it. But yeah, he was insane that map, definitely. So we'll have to see if he can carry it through to train as well. If he does, good luck to Aetas.
Yeah, and if he steps up like he did in Cash, Cash has that flexibility to allow you. Yes, it's still, you know, if you do have that AWP player that's stepping up, or even a rifler at that point, it can be a little bit difficult, but if you can work around it and try and eliminate everyone else and get them set executes down, it doesn't cause that much of an issue. But on train, I think it's a totally different story, and they get him posted on the A site or even a B solo. I think this is a series victory instantly for Wizards of Gaming. So my bets are on Wizards of Gaming for this one. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, I would say the same, definitely. From their last map performance, it's pretty clear to me who the better team are.
Yeah, but like I say, Aetas going 2 stand-ins into this, so potentially that's the issue. But like I say, I'm not really sure on the background of why they've got them, nor if these stand-ins are kind of like a permanent fixture almost and do stand in regularly for them. So yeah, not really too sure.
Yeah, we might get some more information at the end, hopefully. It's definitely a little bit unfortunate in this late in a tournament when you're getting stand-ins. Because did they have stand-ins before? I don't think so.
No, I don't think Aetas have had stand-ins as of yet.
Yeah, it's a bit strange then, definitely.
Production money. Oh, I wish. Anders and Sam don't pay me. They have me in contracts, MDMA, everything. They've got me locked down. Not a penny. It's awful. Slave labour out here, boys. No, jokes.
It's
No.
publicity. That's our payment, I would say. I mean, we're getting experience, and that's what it's all about, really. That was kind of the whole point of me doing this, at least, was just to like have a go, see if I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I'm only kidding. Someone asked where the production money went.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was just on a more serious note.
It is, Ethan. It's a cruel world. No, we're just waiting on the warm-up to end. Waiting on ready. I think it's actually Go TV delay. Normally the case. Because these guys got in so fast. These are the quickest guys. They're on the ball right now, both of these sides. As soon as they joined in warm-up, they were ready. We literally just had to wait on Go TV delay.
They were probably warming up in their own server or something before the game. Most likely. Because they are, like, well, very, very good teams. So they've probably got their own, like, retakes and executes and stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think any teams coming into this didn't have that kind of level. You know, most of the teams featured in this tournament have been high open inters. So, you know, if they didn't have set executes, I'd be worried. But yeah, so train gonna be the next map for this though. For those who've just joined us, again, just waiting on Go TV delay right now, unfortunately, to get underway. But I think what really this map depends on more than anything is actually probably the pistol round for them. And generally for Aetas Black with the stand-ins, it's all down to if, you know, like I said, if the permanent fixtures, they're going to be more, you know, coordinated with the team and a better gel. But if they don't really pose that well with the IGL, then I think that's where we'll see issues on train. Like, Cash is quite puggy. You can get away with stand-ins, and, well, to lose out in such a margin as last map, that is my worry for train.
Yeah, a lot of it is quite aim-based on Cash, but I think it's, yeah, kind of adding to what you said, I think it's going to be very momentum-based, this match. I think since Wizards of Gaming took last map so heavily, I think Aetas are going to be a little bit down in the dumps about it because they just got wrecked, basically.
Yeah.
So if Wizards can get the ball rolling early on and just like win pistol and then keep it going. I think Aetas aren't going to be really able to do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate if they play this well. Well, like I say, both these teams played so well, and then Wizards just absolutely wiped the series. I think it will be a shame, really. Hopefully, though, going into this, we'll just go to a short break. Play the promo vid. Change this up for a second, but we'll be back in a couple of seconds, so don't go anywhere. Right, we're back anyway. We're still waiting on these to ready though. On our screens though, we're seeing 4 players now, so that's not all that great. I'm really not sure what's going on now. That's on Wizards actually. Yeah, they're the guys with the. Oh no, hang on. No, there we go. There's the 5th now. I'm guessing that's why the ready's taken so long, but the joys of Go TV.
Yeah. What is it? It's a minute and a half delay, isn't it, on Go TV?
Yeah. I think yeah, something like that. Anyway.
It's most of a round, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know why we get it though. It doesn't really make much sense for casters to have a delay. I know on LANs it definitely doesn't have a delay.
Oh yeah.
Probably because they're just actually in the server. It's kind of a bit different.
You can actually disable Go TV delay like we can on the server. It's just a case of stopping any potential stream sniping allegations. Yeah, that was the idea behind it. Do you like Minecraft? What kind of a question is that, Cruel? Everyone loves Minecraft.
I've played Feed the Beast quite a lot. I prefer it over the vanilla. It's basically just vanilla Minecraft with a ton of like extra stuff to do.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it's cool.
Hell yeah! Everyone starts out Minecraft and then evolves to CS:GO after Hunger Games. That's how it works.
I mean, for me, the first game I played was Total War because I had that on like some really old desktop PC, and then I was playing on my like dad's old laptop, and I played World of Tanks.
Oh, you're
and then I got into CS.
Though.
Yeah, I play that quite a lot still.
This man's a World of Tanker. A little bit off topic, but yeah, we're still waiting. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. We're in.
We're in now. No quabble. No more World of Tank talk. We'll avoid that now.
Okay, so we've got no buy from Wizards of Gaming. Okay, now we're going. Kevlar coming in. I was going to say everyone $800. Gianni has bought Kevlar. Sorry, it wasn't showing up for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah, there we go though.
Full Kevlar, both teams. No utility.
Yeah, Voxel though. Yeah. Going deep into the B upper position already though. Bastion making himself useful there. Finds 2. It's a worthy trade, and Aetas really stepping up this pistol round right now. 3 though, but Aviate. Oh, this is just turned a tide for the worse for them. All down to Jackie though, 1-on-1. Lucifer, 46 HP.
JQ does have the health advantage definitely in this one. He's trying to find out where Lucifer is. Has got the bomb in his vicinity, so he can just hold it. But Lucifer peeking around the bomb train. Is JQ going to expect it? The timing.
This is just so janky right now. It's almost like watching a ballet. It's just a ballet of the A site. But Jackie, surely Lucifer's got to read this potentially. Maybe he thinks he's just waiting out in A main, but
I think he's heard him.
I don't think he has
Lucifer's
just
close
yet.
enough.
Yeah, he is close enough, but I don't think he heard him. I think he went on the ladder and didn't hear the steps, potentially.
Oh no, the timing.
Oh, that is a beautiful shot, though. Jackie.
Definitely needed that pistol round, did Aetas, so hopefully back in this. As long as we don't see... I think the last time I casted Wizards, their pistols were amazing. As in, like, force pistols, so...
Yeah, like I said, just going into this, you know, they needed that pistol round, they need that boost. With the stand-ins coming into this, you kind of need that momentum, but Bastia already taken down to 31 HP, and that MP9 isn't going to fare that well against these pistols at range.
What a shot through the smoke by Daft.
He already makes an opening, and Bastia 31 HP. This isn't good for Aetas right now.
Look at these HP, 56, 31. They've already been lit up. One more taken down by Yanni on the A site. It's 3v5 in this 4-square round. And another shot by Yanni.
Oh, Aviate though, he doesn't even realise that he's there. Just completely ignores him.
Oh wow. Quick round by Wizards of Gaming. Just rush out onto the A site and found really quick frags there. That's just no real reaction. I think the main problem for them was their lack of utility use. They just didn't hold them off well enough.
Yeah, really. Well, it was probably, you know, they dropped it early, prevent the pistol rushes, but already Wizards of Gaming just slipped through the net onto Rolla. Oh, and Gianni already finding one in the form of Bastia, and now starting to open this A site up though, but Voxel has something to say about that, and now all down to Lucifer on the A site, but the bomb already finding an opening on the B side. That's going to be planted there, and Lucifer, the devil's work himself there. Yeah, already finds himself 2, finds himself a 3rd as well, and now all down to Wutek.
Good shot by Wutek though.
He already trades it out.
Yeah, okay.
That's 3 frags already though for Lucifer. He just takes that A site completely, and if you're Aetas Black, that's not what kind of needs to be happening. You need that kind of play where you're just trading out, but that's the thing with stand-ins, that's not normally the case. Like I say, it's all about the gel, and the gel isn't there for Aetas right now. Really not.
They're probably not as well prepared to like trade kills as someone who's like...
Oh no, of course not. Of course not, no.
Actually in the team, so that's definitely what they're lacking. I think we've not seen very good trading so far from Aetas, and definitely a little bit of a lack of awareness from some of the players.
Yeah,
they're probably just a little bit tilted though.
The thing is, as well, you've got to think about comms with stand-ins. They're not used to your executes. You're not going to have them set strats or even set positions that you just naturally take up unless, you know, a player wants to play outside of the realms of whatever you've got planned. And that's the thing, you're going to start plaguing your comms with that as well, where, you know, you've got to start calling out, and it puts more demand on the IGL to step up, and if he doesn't do so, kind of puts him in a tricky situation. I believe Voxel is the IGL for Aetas. If I'm not mistaken, that might be wrong though. I'm not too sure, but already the A site plant. Gianni's actually stuck in form. Lucifer again stepping it up, finds himself 2. They just fall into his mix, but Voxel has something to say about it, and now 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Yanni is just in spawn AFK in this anti-eco.
Do actually find something there though. At least an AK saved onto Voxel, and that's not actually going to be found at all, as pretty far away from him. But yeah, Gianni there. He did come alive at the end of the round, but Not really fast enough, but even 4 on 5 on that anti-eco still finds Wizards of Gaming the round, and now Aviate invests into the AWP. He's going to be taking that to connector by the looks of things, which he will do to try and fend off this hefty A main attack from Wizards. They've really utilised that, and it seemingly gives them a lot of room, but they're not actually utilising it just yet, and already 2 frags on the board now for them.
Yeah, JQ pushing Ivy aggressively, finds a kill on Yanni. Yanni just has no idea on him. Well, I think this Aetas do suspect it's a B play, which is correct. They got 3 players on the B site. AV8 does find Dafkek upper. Lucifer just edging down the ramp. Bastia finds him with a quick spray down. And AV8 takes down Entity, and that is the round for Aetas Black. Much cleaner. Looked like they had much better communication that round.
Yeah, certainly. You know, they were aware of that B take. They knew what happened on the A site. Steps have been called going up it, and then they rotate out and quickly. You know, that's the thing that I was worried about, and why I said that it's an issue with the standings. Just analysing as we came into this map is, you know, that kind of communication is sometimes an issue. AV8 actually going deep into ramp there, just waiting for anything. The Molotov comes in from Bastia. That's going to stop them on that ramp position, but isn't actually going to stop Janny. He just smokes and runs. He doesn't care. Bomb plant going to be down, and that nade could find both. Oh, does come late though. Finds AV8. Could have found Bastia as well, but
Voxel, lovely headshot. Could he find the second one here as well? Does find it onto Lucifer. The retake is definitely on for Aetas Black. Dafkek nearly finds the frag there. Ooh, nearly traded.
yeah, starts to falter around him. That looked good, but Voxel one-on-one with Janny, 12 HP to work with. Does have a kit and a flashbang, but looking like
he's saving the AWP.
Yeah, the smarter play.
He's just
there.
not got the health.
Time ticking away as well. No chance for that. Does save the AWP though, finds himself a 3k as well, so plenty of economy onto him there. 7k, so he's going to drop that AWP down, and another weapon as well. And, you know, he doesn't have to reinvest there as well, so he has the potential to drop 2 weapons. But he actually buys out the AWP, and they're going for this double AWP setup. We talked about this, and can work so well on your CT side for Train if you find them frags and have decent AWPers taking them positions. But AV8 last round, yeah, wasn't able, but Voxel does place it at the exact same position. And again, early rotations, AV8 takes the upper position. Ooh,
Voxel is blind. Will he be able to find the frag onto Lucifer?
And this is a 5-4 on 3 now, actually, in fact, as ERX picks out Voxel. He does find 2 of them, but
Nothing there. Discord just crashed.
no. Actually, no,
It literally just restarted itself.
Oh, ERX, you can't be doing that. 1-on-1 now, though. Finds a very clean headshot to Jackie from the ramp position. Kinda locked out right now.
ERX just too smart.
He's got to find this in such low HP. 2 HP. Doesn't have time though. He's actually going to die as well. Doesn't find that. AWP saving now. Wizards of Gaming 5-2. Find themselves an extra round. Aetas Black. Pistol by at best here. Across 2 of the players. Voxel does find himself a nade in armour. Finds himself P2 fish as well.
Such a well played round by ERX there. Definitely saving Wizards of Gaming. Just absolutely knew the timing and exploited it. But a little ramp push from Aetas Black catches ERX off guard. One player has gone down, Pop Dog. Will he be flanked?
That's the bomb drop now. And Wizards of Gaming have got to be aware of this, but they're not too fussed. We've just got to go for the anti-eco. But in fact, Dafkek, he's going to hear that. Oh, he actually spots him there. Certainly does so. Goes back for it, but why did Jackie leave?
There was a player behind him. Let him kill his...
Yeah, I thought that Voxel had been the player to rotate through showers there. I didn't actually realise that Jackie was still there. So I don't really know what happened. I think he was actually still watching the stairs, but Dafkek had already passed him at the point of looping down there.
This was a full eco round.
That's absolutely
And
brilliant, though.
Aetas just won.
That's eye-watering, really. That shouldn't have really happened, but them kind of aggressive plays on B upper really can go well and in your favour. And they didn't even really invest that much, you know. Just two P250s
It was
and a
literally
nade, an armor.
one P250 and 4 USPs, I swear to God, last round.
Oh, it was two P250s, one single set of armor on Voxel with the one P250.
Was it
and a
right? I
nade.
didn't see
Yeah,
it.
that was it though. Just armor on Voxel, so he was the only one that had money for that really. Jackie upgraded to a P250 as he had about 3k. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, a brilliant round.
Definitely not what you want to see from Wizards, who were looking so strong to take it 2-0 at this end of last map. But one thing to point out as well is Entity currently sitting 0-5 after his ridiculous performance last game. He's actually already got more deaths than he did in the whole of last game already.
That's actually a great point. I didn't even notice that myself. That's actually pretty impressive stats there. Because we ended out 29-3. So,
29-3.
yeah.
And now he's 0-5.
So, potentially Train not their map, really. I'm not sure if this is Aetas' pick. I thought maybe I'm wrong on that. Ruta does find Lucifer in the all-off position. Bomb is going to be proceeded to be planted just in the nick of time there, and now all down to Janny, but he's just going to save the M4 by the looks of things.
Well, they do get the plant, and he manages to save an M4 and head armor, so not too bad. But yeah, Aetas definitely looking very strong on this map. That was a great hold against the pistols and armor, which we've seen can be so deadly, as it was in the second round of this map.
Yeah, it's just proving that for themselves, really. Absolutely brilliant round for them there. And the ace fake actually comes in. They do drop smokes out there. Janny going to try and lurk this one out as well, but Voxel with this Mac 10, he's pushed up, but Entity doesn't spot him out early enough, and he's going to escape through the smoke there. And now Entity trying to find Ruta, but not able to, and all down to Lucifer once again. He's going to find one onto Voxel, but not really much potential for this bomb drop. And he's
Sure,
gonna
can't do this.
Yeah, there we go. Ruta finalises that with his second frag of the round, and well, 5-5 now. Aetas Black able to draw it out. And a brilliant play from them to come back from a 16-3 victory on Cash to bring this level with the two standings is as impressive as such, really. Just so far into this half.
They're looking much stronger. Well, we got a 4-man Ivy push, and Aviate is going to counter it. Will they find the fire quickly? And Janny dinks in with the CZ, takes him down. Bastia in the corner. They don't check it. He finds 2, 3, 4.
No! The potential!
Nearly the ace. And Wuta
so
clears up the
close.
round.
Absolutely brilliant there. Obviously only eco frags, but eco frags equal a round victory, and that could have gone sour. Unfortunately for Wizards of Gaming there. Don't just assume that position, and, well...
Yeah, that could have been traded a lot cleaner for Wizards. They're definitely showing a little. The cracks are showing for Wizards of Gaming now. Not looking anywhere near as dominant, but Dafkek finds a swift headshot onto Bastia down at Ivy.
Stream lag? Nothing on my end, guys. So just refresh your stream. Refresh your stream. There's absolutely no issue on the stream that I'm watching.
Yeah, I've got open, so it's fine for me.
Yeah, I think you need to refresh your browser, guys. Just refresh. Nonetheless, though.
Aviate does find Yanni pushing into the Ivy position. They have planted on the A site. One player flanking from Pop Dog, found by Entity just before he can pull the trigger. Now last player is Aviate in our bomb with the AWP. Finds Entity peeking him. Will he suspect Lucifer in this close position? Lucifer just pushing up slowly. And finds the kill on Aviate.
Looks like we're going to be trading rounds left, right and centre here. I'll look to things, John.
Definitely, I think it's going to be a close one. I don't know what we'll see from Wizards on the CT half though, because like you said, this is quite a CT biased map, and at the moment it's looking quite balanced. So.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like what's actually happening here is Aetas definitely the stronger train side, but Wizards have got that frag potential and can take their main duels, but just not really aware of what's happening all that much.
Yeah, I think you could probably argue at this one that Aetas do look like the better trained team, but I think Wizards are the better team overall.
Yeah,
So
I think it's just the fraggers, you know, the frag potential from this side. We saw Entity, obviously not having that great of a hot game, 1-9 right now. But yeah, 3-on-4 though. Ooh,
88. That's a very swift kill onto Daftcake. Nearly takes down Yanni in the IV position as well. Does find the frag. That was just ERX in a 1-on-3. All players on the A side. He's spotted out and taken down.
Clean round for Aetas there. Do lose 2, but a round that's recoverable at least. And really, 76. Not a bad scoreline for Aetas. Like I say, 2 stand-ins and seemingly didn't work that well on cash for them, but looks to have ironed out the issues. And now, do see them start posting rounds consistently. They weren't actually that hot. They took the pistol and then it ended out 1-1. So yeah, Wizards of Gaming were able to play off the back of that. And I think it went 1-4. Let's just have a little look. Oh, sorry, 1-3, and then they found another. So yeah, they're actually not doing all that bad. And already AV8 finds one on the Ivy position onto Janny. Makes it a 5-on-3 now. Tagged up though on the Wizards side. 48 and 66 HP respectively of Jafak and ERX, and they're going to be found as well. And now all down to ERX, but just might want to root it. Try some more. He's actually going to be spotted out on that train by back here. But
what a shot by Voxel. That's a really nice spray. I think we're seeing a lot more confidence from Aetas in their peaks on this map. They're definitely taking the initiative and it's winning them rounds for sure. Wizards aren't really looking anywhere near as strong as they were on cash. But we'll have to see if they can switch it up on the CT side. Either way, it does look like it's going to be a kind of a default right now. They're not really pushing anything, although Yanni peeking the ramp onto B. JQ fast shot into A main. Pushes onto the blue train. Will he find ERX as well? He's hunting for
there
it.
We go.
Finds it.
Ooh, Johnny actually bottles it onto the B side, trying to help out the bomb carrier of Lucifer, but he eventually finds it for himself anyway. Well, all down to the 2 players away. There's Entity and Lucifer. Entity being such a strong fragger on the cash side, but again, like we've talked about, 2-11 right now, really not a hot game for him. And really out of sync with Wizards by the looks of things, you know. Nobody's actually at that kind of level for them. Everything pretty even. But yeah, he's definitely the sore thumb of the side right now, unfortunately. But it's kind of weird to see that dynamic, because, you know, he plays so well on cash and doesn't really go his way here. Well, that's the bomb going to be down now. Entity, he's got to try and recover something. He's aware of the position, but he's going to peek out. Actually hasn't found Aviate. Really slacking there. And now down to 29 HP. A similar position to Entity's 28. But does he actually go for this? And he's looking like he is, but he didn't speak the
It's last round.
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah. I think I was watching his side for that. It looks like he's got some like FPS issue or something.
Yeah.
Because he was like lagging about. So that could definitely explain his poor performance this half, but it's definitely a bit unfortunate. Might have to call a technical pause.
Yeah, yeah. If he's got issues, maybe. The thing is as well, the issue with GoTV is you can't like really evaluate what's actually happening with that kind of thing, just because it's a little bit phony. It can give a false positive almost sometimes. And it's
I was going to say, yeah, you can get like things that look like they're wrong when actually nothing's wrong at all. So
at least we're not as bad as the PUBG Observer. That's something. That's another sort for anyone that actually watches that. But yeah, GoTVs were fine, but it has its issues, for say.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah. Nonetheless, though, Aetas Black finding himself the half victory, 9-6, but it is the CT side, and CT side train always gives that slight advantage to a team, and Aetas do definitely seem, as you say, more confident with this, going into some more aggressive positions and really testing Wizards of Gaming, and the scoreline reflects that for them. As I say, Wizards of Gaming definitely got that frag potential, but Entity not stepping up here, kind of causing them issues with that. But Aetas going onto the T side for this one, and it will kind of be interesting to see what happens for this half with that, because you've got to consider how good their T side actually is. It didn't look too hot on Cash, and you know, will it look that hot on Wizards of Gaming? Yeah, actually, you're probably correct there. Entity actually disconnects from the server. They do call a technical pause, so yeah, GoTV was actually correct there.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in order. We need to see Entity coming back coming back to his cash form if Wizards are going to be able to take Aetas down, because Aetas are definitely looking like the stronger side at this point.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope this goes to a third map. This could be an absolutely great series. But like I say, that cash game obviously gives Wizards of Gaming the one up. So if Aetas Black do continue this, it will take it to the third map and go the full length. But well,
Which map is it? Third map?
Let me just check real quick. I'm not actually too sure on that one. We will be seeing the Veto of Inferno, so yeah, I would say that could go either way, really.
Wizards looked amazing on Inferno when they played it before.
Definitely, they've been so consistent on that map. I think they got it.
Have they lost a map?
I'm not actually too sure.
I don't think Wizards have lost a map this whole tournament.
Yeah.
So
I think Aetas have lost maybe one or two.
I casted their game that they lost, I'm pretty sure. In the group stage, it was one of my first ones.
Yeah. I know they haven't lost many, if any at all, so yeah. But it's just surprising to see that dynamic with how it kind of just changes, how it's Aetas' pick, and then it just comes into their domain of 9-6 now going into this second half. And if they find the pistol round again and can actually build on it, then you know it could be absolutely impeccable for them, considering the pistol round went 1-1 for them in that first half, and obviously that did give Wizards of Gaming potential. But let's just have a look.
It's definitely worth noting though that if this, I'm assuming this is Aetas' pick, then it's much less of a domination than Wizards was. They won 12-3 in the half on their pick, so it's like you can clearly see like either Aetas are much worse on cash than Wizards are on train, or Wizards are just a better team. I don't know which side I'd argue. So.
Yeah. I think it's more the fact, and as I talked about, Wizards have just got an absolute dominant amount of fraggers. But looking like oh, we've seen someone else go. That's Voxel gone on the Aetas side as well. Oh, brilliant!
So his internet's just crashed, which is always nice.
Oh, we're gonna have to go back to World of Tanks. At this point, we're gonna have to go back to the World of Tanks conversation.
Did we talk about it before when we were playing PUBG that one time? I think you said you played on Xbox.
Talked about World of Tanks. Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. I've played many games. Probably the only game that I haven't played are MOBAs. I've played League of Legends a few times, but that's not my game.
Yeah, I don't like MOBAs. The community, I mean, they make the CS community look like a church or something. Literally, they're so bad, and they're all Russian as well. It's like there's more Russians than there are in CS. Not that there's anything wrong with Russians, but you know what I mean.
That's a controversial comment there, John, about the CS:GO community.
Well, they never speak it. They never speak English. It's like if someone doesn't speak English, I'm probably gonna mute them. At the end of the day.
Just seeing another one from the Wizards side, DC as well. I'm not really sure what's going on now, but this is definitely turned into a tactical pause if it wasn't already.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was me and Blaze that were casting. One of it was Lucent versus. I'm not sure in the quarterfinals. I'm not sure it was. Potentially it was versus Wizards. Maybe I think it was, but
Was that the 16-5 or whatever?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, and we had like a 20-minute tack timeout, and we had some interesting conversations about why Kremer left on the Lucent side.
All right. What, did he actually leave the team or like the
Oh no,
actual?
no, he had to disconnect, and and then
All right.
he had some crazy issues. We had a nice
Mm.
conversation.
I remember the me and me and Bradalis casted what was it? Someone versus Snarks. A Snark. I think it was Legax.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Legax. I can't remember. It was one of the quarterfinals where Snark got knocked out. Actually, no. Wait.
No, no,
No,
no.
it
It
wasn't.
would
Wizards. It
Ligaxi was
wasn't Wizards.
versus TC, so Snart would have been versus. Not sure. Was it? It was either Aetas or Wizards. I think it was Aetas. That they
No,
got
I
knocked
think it
out.
must have been Wizards
Was
then.
it?
It must have been Wizards
Yeah.
because it was the end of the group stage. So yeah, I think it was Wizards
Yeah.
versus Snark, and basically Snark were contesting pretty well, and then one of their players, like I think his PC just stopped working, and they tried to get a stand-in in, and then basically the admin said they couldn't, and they ended up just losing the game 4v5.
Yeah.
But there was like a half an hour pause where the admins were trying to work out what to do effectively. But it was dealt with, so.
I'm just trying to find out why everyone's actually DCing right now. What the actual reason for it is.
Yeah, that would definitely be good to know.
Oh, Bastio's not really in agreement with this time of balance of things. Spinning around like crazy. He's gonna give me some kind of eye strain. But yeah, I'm not really. I'm. Oh, there we go. That's one back. Oh no, they just changed over. I'm not really sure what happened on the HUD then. The time I felt. Ah, it's lag. It's lag. They've got 5 minutes left. Potential for this tactical timeout, and then if it doesn't go in, they have to play regardless. And there we go. Voxel's back on the Aetas side, so that's good to see. But it was called by Wizards. Obviously, like you said, Entity was having issues, and that was seen through even Go TV. So they're just trying to fix that now. But not really too sure what's happening right now, though. I'm not sure why Voxel left. This is a lengthy one, and seeing a player leave on the opposite side strange as well. I think the
Yeah.
timeout.
Well, he didn't leave. His internet crashed, or he like knocked his Ethernet cable or something. Maybe he's just not coming back yet because there's no point. Because realistically, there's like nothing happening at the moment.
Yeah, it's just yeah, no real
Stagnated a bit.
activity. What are they saying in chat? Because obviously I can't see chat with observing. So
I think they were
anything
just.
interesting?
I think one player asked like how the weather was or something.
Oh right, well I was hoping to give us some info, but
Let's have a look. Okay, they're just literally talking trash to each other.
brilliant. Yeah, like Anders says, yeah, 5 minutes of official tack timeout, and then otherwise the go on as always. So I'm guessing they're restarting the PCs potentially and routers and things. So yeah. I think you know, it's always turn it on and off again. It's the golden phrase. Chat's just arguing. You're not missing much, Caster man. Yeah, DJ Kicks is not arguing. He's not arguing. How are we all doing though in chat, guys? Might as well turn our attention to there. Rather than
How many people we got? I haven't even checked.
we don't talk about viewers on stream. It's a big no-no. Spreading the love. Oh, that's what we like to see. Second map? Yeah, this is second map right now, fools. If Aetas take this one, buddy, this half, obviously as you can see on the scores on the board, you can see the 9-6, but if they take this one, they do then go to a third match, well, we see Inferno, but Wizards of Gaming have been an absolutely insane side, and when I say insane, they've been crazy on Inferno, as John covered, so...
yeah, definitely.
I don't really know what we'll see from that, and I say Wizards as well. Having that frag potential on Inferno could certainly help them. Oh, hello, Ethan. At 1 a.m. Alright, so let's start. Oh, I don't really want to comment on that one on stream 1 a.m. But I don't. I think sitting down is a little bit strange. And oh, there we go.
It is very weird. It's stand up. It's definitely stand up. Come on.
Yeah. Who sits down? How do you even get that? I'm not even going to question it. Let's
Really
move on.
fat, lazy people.
How do you even think of them things 1 a.m.? What goes through your mind, bud? What goes on through your mind?
It's a pretty good question. It's one of those kind of dividing things.
That could cause the breakdown of friendships. That one.
Do you fold the paper or do you scrunch the paper up?
Oh, I just do whatever. I just do whatever. Who cares? It's only toilet paper. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I kind of just fold it once and then just scrunch it because it's like.
We all know
wasteful.
Sono doesn't even wash his hands after.
No, he just does it with his hand and then walks off.
Just walks out. Oh. And now we've got a amazing 2 players on the Wizards side, so we're getting closer to the end of this timeout. I thought I hold isometrics while I wipe. I believe that's meant to be fold, but yeah, the maths man in the room.
I hold isometrics just like holding a bunch of triangles.
You've got to have an economics degree for something, Pablo. You got to have it for something, man. When the stocks are bad, fold isometrically your toilet paper, because why not?
What other issues are there that aren't too controversial?
Yeah, we don't want controversial.
I use Blue one's crusty hands. Jesus Christ. Right, so alrighty. So you're sitting down on the toilet. If you've forgotten your phone, are you quicker to look at the floor or wall pans? Are you quicker to read the back of various soap descriptions / ingredients?
Can you just ask before you answer, John? 1 a.m. What is your career title? Can we ask that? Because you're very dominant towards bathroom. If you're a bathroom salesman, man, honestly, big up to you, bro. You're asking the important questions and really know your market and doing some really insanely great market research. I've got to say, but yeah.
Alright, do you eat macaroni and cheese? Do you eat macaroni and cheese with a fork or a spoon?
Spork.
Definitely a fork.
Spork.
So
all the way.
I've never used a spork in my life, but I don't know. I don't really eat anything with a spoon. Even like, I know it's really weird, but even like rice, I still eat it with a fork. Because if you get a good enough quantity of rice, it doesn't fall through.
Now. You're getting technical. You're getting technical here.
Yeah, if you get that big, I was about to say spoon, that big fork of rice, nothing falls off and it's all good. But if you don't take enough, then it falls through, but then you're just stupid. And you're not eating enough, so. Scrambled eggs, right? Do you like them soft and creamy or hard as rock? Well, how the hell do you get scrambled eggs hard? Does that work? Does that make any sense?
You never know. What 1 a.m.'s been asking the important question.
Yeah, this guy's keeping the stream alive. Shout out to 1 a.m.
Stick to your bathroom salesman job, 1 a.m. Honestly, dude, you're better at that than asking if scrambled eggs are soft or hard. I've got to.
Well, I like a good scrambled egg. I'm gonna leave it ambiguous because
John's a man who likes his scrambled eggs. Apparently,
I do like egg. I'm not a massive fan.
Egg on your face or?
No, definitely not. I've had many eggs thrown in my face from like years of youth clubs and stuff. So like, yeah, egg on my face is not preferable.
I don't know, John. You seem like the man for that. You'd be up for it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, are we actually going to go in? I think the 5 minutes is over. Potential? No way. Wizards got to play this a 3 versus 5. I think they've got some real issues. Yeah, they're going to have to go into this pistol round 3 on 5.
Well, at least they're mostly eco because they're literally screwed at this point.
Yeah, I think they have 15 minutes to sort any issues.
Is this not technical pause though? I'm really confused. Like,
yeah, that.
I swear, it's not really fair, but I suppose it's just the way it goes.
Wait, I just got... Oh, Dario, apparently connection issues on the Wizards of Gaming side for Entity, and then it led to 3 players leaving. Voxel left on the Aetas side, but he joined back. And then Wouter left and joined back as well. It's been an absolute whirlwind. And we've talked about scrambled eggs. But nonetheless, bomb going to be planted firmly on the A side. All 5 men remaining for the Aetas side, as they did the Wizards as well. But already 1 man down now.
Johnny.
Yeah, all right, so gonna be
I don't, there's nothing they can really do. It's a 3v5. They're just getting wrecked.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be pretty shaken up, seeing as, well, their biggest fragger from the last game was having massive issues in the first half, and now he's gone. I think Aetas looking good to just take this map.
Well, 1 AM now.
Unless Wizards come back.
He asks if Paluto should count as a planet, and I think the planet's Aetas Black right now. Absolutely wipe the board with it. They didn't even Wizards didn't even take a single health point away from any of the players on Aetas Black. All 5. Ooh, but Dafkek balls to the wall, pushes up
Very
it.
fast frag with that CZ. That's
Yep.
what you need to see.
He sees the bomb as well, though. And that gives them a lot of information now.
There's only so much you can do with 3 players on pistol armor, though. I think realistically, Aetas just have the longevity advantage. Like, those CZs will run out of ammo eventually.
Yeah, and 3 players as well. Not really got much of an opportunity. They got to upgrade these. Dafkak didn't really have the opportunity there, but ERX certainly going to be calling this now. And looking fantastic, likely, and a little bit of an awkward play there. But Gianni actually finds that now onto Aviate, but he's going to be traded out by Wouter. And again, all down to Dafkek, but Bastion already playing out her A main towards Olaf, finds that with ease, and 11-6 now for Aetas Black, and really no sign of stopping this. Oh, we do see Entity drop back into the server, but we are still missing 1 on the Wizards of Gaming side, so that's at least something for them. And he's going to be bringing near 4k to the table. That's going to be a little bit of an economical boost for them into the next round.
Yeah, they're just going for an eco this round, so nothing really expended. Oh, and the last player has rejoined and is actually in the round. Okay, I thought he'd be dead, but he's here.
Yeah, that's nice to see, though. Does
Yeah,
give them
definitely.
potential, but a retake situation, these P250s and the USPs aren't really going to fare, but Lucifer does have a dig to work with, but whether he can make it work is another point. But, oh, Jackie already rotates around, gets traded out by Wouter, though. That's a good play from him to alert that connector position, and now all down to Entity, but gets dinked by Bastion. Well, an easy take for Aetas there. Now the buy round comes in for Wizards. And well, 5 versus 5 finally for Wizards. Obviously they did have that later play, but a little bit too late allowed Aetas to get on the side.
I'll have a look at Entity's perspective and see if he's still lagging. Because normally it is quite obvious on Good TV if someone's having problems. Does look a lot smoother. Okay, maybe his problems are fixed. Fails to react to that jump across the A main though. Although, is looking like Wizards Gaming are going to take the round. They are back in the game.
Yeah, certainly are. Reconnected. Threat, but Johnny, that spread was awkward. Kind of needed that to make himself useful, and now a 2-on-3 gives potential for Aetas. Still locked out of his sight. No real map control taken up her, but no presence on A either, so even if they wrap around, it's not really ideal for them. Site's locked down right now. Entity just waiting out a pop dog. He's already got that posted, but they're actually going to go towards the B site right now. Oh, Wouter though does eventually find it. 16 HP though, makes it a 2-on-2.
Its nade could take. Oh, only does 6 damage. That is quite lucky for the Aetas side. Bastia holding on the site, and now it's just Entity in a 1v2. Will he find? Does find Bastia with a great flick shot. Now he's 1v1 with Wouter. Can one-shot him with this AK. Just needs to tap the bomb.
But he hasn't got a kit, in fact. There's no kit for him, but he finds it anyway. And well, that's going to be another round for Wizards. Certainly coming back into this after the player disconnects. And that
just about has time for the defuse.
Oh. Green light for that round for Wizards of Gaming. Well, you take it now, 12-7.
Yeah, we just need to see Entity stepping up again like he did last map. He's got that AWP now. We've seen him hit a dirty shot last round. We'll just have to see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, Inferno is the next map up if Aetas do take this, but that'll take it to 1-1. And then Wizards of Gaming did find themselves 16-3 on Cash versus Aetas. So, gonna be interesting. It's interesting to see this, but you know.
Oh, what a shot! Aviate just decapitates Entity and Ivy.
And that kind of locks Aetas out now. They don't really have much of a play. Aviate. He knows Ivy's kind of clear, but he obviously got to assume that someone's rotated there. Which they haven't actually. Lucifer's close, but not actually actively watching it. The Molotov goes out and Aviate's still there. He's going to call that there's no Ivy push, so he potentially assumes that it's just someone lurking, which would be right. Lucifer now takes up the position as there's the potential for the rotation. Well,
Voxel and Wooter both moving down towards Ivy. This could be a B wrap. So they could have 3 players coming from CT and 2 players coming from the ramp.
Daftcake already watching Pop Dog though, so if that bomb decides to drop down there on JQ, could get messy for them. Lucifer already pacifying Voxel, and he's going to try and go for more as well. Isn't able to land it though, and also Daftcake's tested. 28 HP now, not able to find it, and Lucifer has to retrack his steps and try and watch the bomb site. But 2 on 4 now. Out the Wizards of Gaming's favour, but they actually start to bring it in.
Long range, but the MP9 finds 3 kills.
He's trying to go for
more.
more.
4. MP9, the blender.
Absolutely brilliant though. Really could have gone the other way for Wizards. That really should have as well. Aetas got to evaluate 2 on 4, and Janny, that MP9 turns into an M4 for him there. Even an AWP. How he used that. That's absolutely brilliant. But the utility drops onto the A site, and they're going to make use of it as they push out. JQ already up onto one of the trains. Finds a headshot. Daftcake eventually, and so much damage done to Lucifer. Does have the open hand though, so can make it work. Finds himself 1.
So close to finding JQ. JQ pushing close. Lucifer doesn't expect it. And JQ takes him down with a swift headshot.
That's a bomb going to be down now on the A site, and Wizards actually locked out of this. ERX close in connector though, but if a nade drops precariously into him, which it could do from JQ if he drops it down there, could completely wipe him.
Oh, that timing. Janny catches him with the nade in his hand. ERX pushes out the connector, finds Aviate. Smoke on the bomb. Fox and Bastia. A 1v3. Bastia alone, taken down by ERX in the heaven position. Wizards are back in this game for sure. I think this is gonna, what's this gonna force? Yeah, Aetas back are gonna be forced onto an eco round now. Actually, wait, they might force. Yeah, pistol armor by it's looking like.
Well, really impressive though for Wizards to come back after the connection issues, which were an issue, and they still posted a decent amount of rounds. And obviously, it was an issue for them to wait that out and then actually take a lengthy tack time out to sort the issues. And they actually sacrificed themselves there a round, well, 2 rounds in fact.
Wow, taken down so quickly in the Ivy position. Oh, Lucifer whiffs the shot against Aviate. But does find Bastia pushing behind him. They are wrapping through the CT spawn area. I think Janny might be aware. Oh, the timing. He's caught off by Aviate.
And now Wizards have got to rotate through. Daftcake going to take the upper position. Lucifer on connector with the AWP as well. But they're still not close to the bomb site right now, Aetas. Voxel and Aviate have got to start getting their asses moving towards this site. Daftcake already in a position to try and stop this. But
he could shut this down, but he's not aware. Taken down by Aviate. Now it's just Lucifer in the 1v2 with the AWP. Not a very favourable weapon for this situation. We've seen him hit some good shots this game so far.
Oh, he actually
What a shot against Voxel, but Aviate trades so fast on the trade. Exactly what Aetas need.
Yeah. Really should have gone Aviate's way, but doesn't. In fact, he does get found by Lucifer and upper, but eventually traded out. 13-9 now. Aetas trying to take this to the full mile and take it to Inferno. 13-9. Only 3 rounds away from a victory, but Wizards of Gaming really putting up a fight. They're not letting this go through.
Yeah, they're definitely looking closer to their form on cash now. They've been certainly more competitive than they were at the start of this half and the end of the last. Shani pushing in A main, gets the information, sees 2 players.
Don't think he sees the bomb there though. He could have potentially seen the bomb.
Didn't.
Yeah, the bomb was just around the corner.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. We definitely spotted 2 arms.
Yeah. He's going to call that back surely. And there you go, 4-man stack on the A side. Not always utilised, but it's a very, very common situation. Just have the 1-man on B, and ERX can certainly fend for himself. An easy 2 frags for him, really.
Look at this by Lucifer, just crushing the air attack.
He's almost like an entry fragger on the CT side. It's a really strange dynamic that he brings. It always seems that he finds 2 frags, gets damage and then falls away. And Jakku, though, finds something. He's aware of the A main presence there, though, of Janny.
They're just aware of the aggression in general. We've seen it coming out from Wizards on Cash, and now we're seeing it coming out on Train. It's just kind of what you expect from this team, I think. Really strange setup from Wizards now. Is that they've all abandoned the site and they're just all holding corners.
Jenny gets caught out though. That's going to be the bomb picked up as well now. And well, all down to ERX, but he's in Pop Dog. He can try and deny this plant.
Look at the time, he can deny the plant.
Doesn't know it. In fact, it does do some damage to Voxel, takes him down to half HP, but is that really enough?
Voxel?
Two rounds in his mag right now. He needs to reload. There we go. It's kind of a little bit of a cue. Distant enough away though to actually avoid spotted, but Aviate, he knows where he is, and well, pretty easy frag there. DRX has to evade that, and now Wizards got to take the eco, but they're actually not going to. They're going to go for the force by the looks of things. Scout brought out. They don't want to take it to that 15-15 margin on Train. Instead, buy up 2 CZs, 2 Deagles, utility spread across as well, and a scout onto Lucifer. And like I say, this guy has kind of been almost an entry fragger on the CT side. Like I say, he just finds himself 2 frags instantly, and then gets down.
Look at this Miani upper. Finds Bastia, traded by Voxel. CZ doing work.
Oh, Entity though. He's actually deep into A main now, and Aetas definitely kind of aware of this and this kind of potential for that already.
Yeah, Wutar seems aware of the aggression though. Although Entity at that off angle could still catch him off guard if he pushes in.
Yeah, I think he should get a little bit closer. Would give him a little bit more of an advantage as Wutar sweeps, as he will have to obviously check just deeper into the angle. But Flashbang comes in and, well, 4 HP now to Wutar, yeah. But he's going to have to back away, and that kind of stops the push now. Flashbang comes out, though, into the A site, but not going to flash anyone, that one. No real entry, but this is Ivy completely open now, and Aetas Black, if they wanted to, could completely wrap around. But ERX not actually aware of them just yet.
What a shot by Lucifer. Decapitates Jakku. Can he find any more on the site? This close quarters engagement not necessarily favourable with the scout, but we've seen him hit close range shots with it already. Does fall back into the connector position though as the retake begins for Wizards. This is such a important round. Their economy's looking bleak.
Oh, he's getting spotted down. Lucifer's their main hope now. All down to him and ERX. ERX not going to find anything from that, and knows he has to find something but isn't able to. Well, Aetas take it to match point now, and well, they take this round, and then it certainly goes to Inferno. But as we've talked about, Wizards of Gaming absolutely flawless on Inferno. And Aetas Black haven't fared all that well in Inferno, actually. They've been a little bit rocky, so it will be interesting to see what kind of happens there. Flashbangs do go out onto the A site. Nobody going to be pushing that aggressively just yet, though. No wasted
scout
really.
from Wizards. Bit of an odd setup, definitely.
Well, we've taught the triple AWP on train. Why not the triple scout, I guess? It's worth the attempt. Oh
yeah, the game's over.
Yeah.
BO3 was lagged. So,
beautiful.
oh, ERX does find a shot under the train, but 1 HP for Entity. Can he make it work? Lucifer takes down Wooter. It's now 5v3 and 5v2 as the RX takes down Bastia.
Oh, Aviate, no, you can't do that.
Lucifer takes down Aviate. How is it? So he wins a what? What? Okay, so the game isn't over. They lose the next round. It's obviously just the go CV delay. Unless it was literally just the server lagging and Wizards are still in it.
15 to 10 though. Aetas really should have had that. It shouldn't have happened realistically, but certainly does. Aetas going to buy out an AK onto Bastia with the economy that AV8 did have. And that's actually going to get passed on to him now, as he does have armor and utility to work with. But
well, Wizards definitely cast a spell on that round because they got damn lucky. Well, yeah, takes down Voxel on the B site. Is there quite a low buy for Aetas? Not exactly full of utility. But bursting onto the A site now, kind of getting stuck in the doorway. One player behind Red Train. It's Dafket. Can he find anything?
Really being wrapped around in Jake, who just takes complete advantage of that. Also to find Entity down to 9 HP now. Bomb going to be proceeded to be planted on the A site, and now in a 3-on-3, but Entity only 9 HP remaining. He's got to land a headshot to make himself useful. He's a heavy amount of damage, and well, this is all over now.
JQ.
What an
absolute beast in that map.
Yeah, certainly. And well, Aetas Black going to be taking it the full mile into the 3rd map of Inferno.
How long is it to the next map? Is it like 5-minute break or something? Or?
No, it just depends on when the team's
ready. Okay.
Ready,
well, I'm gonna go grab a drink. So.
Okay, no problem. Well, yeah, Aetas Black actually finalise it 16 to 10 eventually. And really, you can't even put that down to the technical difficulties that Wizards faced, as such as in terms of round lossage when they had that 3-man. As they did have the 3-man for 1 round and then ended up as a 5-man. That was only for the pistol round, and ended up as a 5-man the 2nd round into the 2nd half. So, not really down to that, but anyway, Inferno next map up, and as myself and John have talked about, Wizards Gaming looks so strong on this map throughout the tournament. They've been absolutely insane, and the setups have just been even more so. But we'll really have to see what Aetas, if they've cracked it with these stand-ins, then there is potential. But we'll just go for a short break. We'll be back in the action on Inferno in just a second. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm back. Oh.
We rise like the sun and fall in the ocean. Sometimes we lose, sometimes.
Well, sorry about that. I had a slight issue with the
I
HUD.
can hear you now.
It's still not resolved. Brilliant. I was trying to sort that out. Let me sort this real quick. It's just cast for me, John. Whilst I try and sort this, but
Okay. Wait, is it started? Ugh,
yeah, man. We're in pistol round.
God's sake. I
Never
mean, I had
mind,
to
though.
restart my computer again because
Again,
I'm literally
yeah.
having so many issues right now.
You just
Give
restart.
me a second, viewers.
Nonetheless, though, Aetas Black starting off with a lead with that pistol round. Do find themselves 2 players alive as well after that, so that's a good start for them, really. Like we were saying, Wizards Gaming such a great side on this Inferno map, but it's really a difficult one, really, for Aetas Black coming into this. They've been so consistent, Wizards Gaming, and frag that they can bring. Just look at that, Lucifer. Buys an AK, in fact, and no armour. Completely glass cannons and AK. And so does...
That's a ballsy play.
Oh, no, sorry. It does have armour. Does it? It's... Oh, that's... Oh, never mind. Yeah, it does have armour, my bad. But nonetheless, though, Voxel having to take up long now, but they're not actually going to start diverging through there. All down to AV8 to try and stop this. They isn't going to be able to do so, though.
This
All
buy
down...
was perfect. They just completely caught them off guard. They had 2 players go for the full eco with pistols, and then they dropped over AKs to the other players, and it's just destroyed Aetas in this round. But the retake is going nonetheless. Voxel pushing down, but crushed by Yanni's AK. Just UMP can't really compete at that range.
Yeah, JQ just has to save and potentially a frag room there. They're going to move away, but they're going to clear second mid right now, Wizards anyway, and just save out to CT. They are trying to hunt the frag by the looks of things. Lucifer running all the way through the B site, trying to find this, but they're not going to be able to do so. Well, a sneaky little position from JQ there. Oh, he's... No, Lucifer doesn't push no more, though. And they've got a good idea that he's somewhere there and don't want to push that through. That information, but again, it goes to 1-1. This is quite interesting. It happened on train.
Exact same thing.
Yeah. And it was at the start as well, the first half. So yeah,
the teams were this way around as well. It was Aetas won the CT pistol, and then the Wizards came back with the T4 spy and just wrecked them. Oh, that nade! That's just sent to space.
Blistering double nade throw there onto short. Finds one on the form of Bastion, and now Voxel actually creeps up through Mexico and actually gets the dink, but can't confirm the kill onto Gianni, unfortunately. AV8 has to pick that up, and now all down to JQ and himself. He's going to find the AK there, AV8, and he's just going to back away. He wants to save this. There's no point going for it. There's absolutely no chance. They know they've already got the setup. Time's ticked away as well. And I haven't seen that save so far throughout either EAL season that JQ's currently performing. I haven't seen that at all, so that's a new one for EAL. Hiding behind the door there on bridge, but Yeah, looking strong really for Wizards coming into this already. You know, they lose the pistol round, but there's a lot of dynamics. It's pretty much a case that if you do get that ranged play like Aetas did in that pistol round, then, you know, you shut down your Glock straight away and they're out of the question. You've lost members and you just can't really get back into that pistol round. It's pretty much RNG in some cases, just how it goes. But nonetheless, Wizards take a second round now.
Well, we've got... Does look like it's going to be a force buy into this round for Aetas, buying upgraded pistols and armor. Slight force, it's not like anything spectacular. Should be around for Wizards, they've got these close range weapons.
Oh, and already blistering down mid. Heading into long as well with
It is an A stack, so hopefully they can spot this out before it's too late. Yanni was swift shot onto Wooter. Okay, does get traded
It's
though.
a little bit awkward right now for them, but they do eventually find it. But 3-on-4 and damaged players all round right now for Aetas.
Yeah, Wizards do have the B site though, since A was stacked.
Again, Aetas just not got the read and rotate out fast enough. And now, look at that though. Already 2 players down to that library position. Eventually gets traded out, but all down to Entity. It'll be interesting to see how he perks up. Obviously, he had the issues. He is 3-1 currently. But yeah, considering he went 29 and 3 on cash, it was a little bit gutting for him. He tries to stick that Molotov. Not going to happen though. And no kit for either player, but nonetheless, plenty of time to work with for that 10-second defuse. Well, two traitors, and it's looking like a similar story as we saw on Train right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a close game. Entity just not able to step up in that round. I was expecting him to take him down, but it's not to be. Wizards obviously do buy into this round, though. That was more of a kind of money-making round than them actually expecting to win. Now they've got the weapons and hopefully the skill to win.
Yeah, definitely. You see the AWP investment works out. JQ finds one on Banana in the form of Daft Kek, and that's going to be an opening for Aetas Black now. Have the man advantage. Just got to keep it though and not relinquish control of that, and they've pretty much got this round. But we've seen them choke before in these situations where they take the man advantage. Yes, it's one guy down, but really you expect it to win, and that flashbang doesn't work out for either, but Janny eventually recovers and evens the odds now, and that goes in favour of Wizards. In fact, Aetas got to start spreading the manpower across the sites. And well, Asher does eventually trade out now onto Janny. Later as it is, but still a trade, and Wizards got to start figuring out what to do here. Do the commit, and certainly do. Bastion finds Entity and ERXO, and the trades just keep coming right now, but 2 AWPs right now for Wizards. If they get in positions, Lucifer finds that instant bomb plant. Maybe already wrapping around, finds one onto Lucifer, and now all down to ERX. He's aware of that, finds JQ, makes it a 1-on-1, and there's potential for this right now, John. You can just make it work. Maybe it flashes out. AK in hand, and ERX is aware of it, but he's watching for short right now and tries to flick up, misses the shot. Aviator aware of the position, and he's going to go for the defuse. He knows ERX has got that up, and the defuse. How? So close, but so far for Aviator. That must have been like 0.1 of a second or something. So close. That hit the 1 second and ticked over, but unfortunate for him.
That's got to be tilting. Definitely, when you lose like that.
A great play from him though, you know, he knows ERX has got that AWP, he knows he can't swing around like he would do with an M4, and it's clever to just wait it out. I really do like that, and it shows a kind of prowess. It's not just a case that he's going for the ninja defuse or something of the sort through a smoke, it is clever.
Yeah, what a shot by Lucifer though on the banana, taking control. Aviate nearly finds 2 in a row, and now it's Bastia and Voxel both rotating straight away, but it's a bad rotate. Look at this mid push now. They're gonna catch Wutar off guard. There's nothing doing.
Show as well. Entity, unforgiving. He's starting to get back onto the server now. Like I say, Train was not his map, and really did have a shocking performance, but I guess with them taking that lengthy tactical pause to sort the issues, it did kind of show a real issue, and Bastia just gets stuck there and unfortunately doesn't success the peak, and well, that pretty much locks it out that Aetas will be saving now. 3-on-4 potential with Dafkek on 15 HP, but Bastia getting found doesn't really put them in a position for it, and now all down to Aviate and Voxel to just try and hold on to this AK and the AWP, but Wizards, they can hunt this, but they don't really have the economy to do so, but the player advantage may be worth it. They are aware of Aviate's AWP, so looking likely that they're not going to, and yeah, certainly don't. Everyone just going to be saving right now. And the smart play from Wizards. Entity having a little look at the chickens. Look at all those chickens. But
This is exactly what you see from Wizards really on this T side, just finding rounds in a row. I think that's what they struggled with on the CT half of Train, especially since they were having connection issues. But definitely 2 rounds in a row now, they're starting to build up this economy, which is so important on the T side of any map.
yeah, you know, you don't have that save potential like you do on the CT side. The CT side, yes, you can save your weapon, go into the next round, but the CSGO works that way because of the expensive CT weapon. Already Aviate stepping up, finds himself 2, and finds a 3rd onto Lucifer.
4. He's got 4 this round. He killed the guy in mid as well.
Never mind, my bad. Potential for it right now, but he get flashed in there, ERX, and yeah, he's trying to hunt this, but yeah, Bastia gonna find it. No need to go frag hunting.
Double peeked in mid.
Aviate, great AWP potential for him right now. 10 and 3 on him, and he's really stepping up for Aetas. This is what they needed. They needed dominant fragger. Uta though, 0 and 6. JQ as well, 1 and 4. Not looking all that strong for them right now. Definitely Aviate picking up the slack with that AWP, and actually the double AWP setup coming out now. Ruta taking that up into Raps and Aviate again, playing the B hole, but he's actually going to rotate out terrain out. The T side of Wizards do start to edge the bets towards the A side, not too heavily though, and the smoke comes in. That's going to force Jenny away towards Axe from the mid position, and
Utah's first kill of this game. Worth noting.
Oh, and he finds another
What a
anti-Janny
shot.
as well, yeah. Perfectly timed there.
Wizards of Gaming just being shut out of this round, kind of methodically by Aetas. But they are pushing to B. Only one player holding the banana, and that's JQ, who was influential in the last map win. Can he find 1?
Yeah, he doesn't really need to find 2 here, but if he could, it would be an advantage. But in fact, Aviate's going to start rotating round, and this man is the B site master right now. But they actually boost up there. They're going for the run boost through the smoke, but Entity's going to find 1, in fact, and now all down to Aviate.
He might have spotted the guy at Coffins as well, which will be influential.
Oh, but
Because it is Aviate who's been so good with that AWP, finds 2 kills, finds a 3rd at close range, and that's the round for Aetas. Woo! Aviate is looking on fire right now.
That's certainly really fragging out of his mind. He's almost taking Entity's role that he played in Cash for Wizards of Gaming, but he's taking it to the Aetas side. And he's rooting for them right now.
If he keeps this going, he'll out-frag Entity from that map. That's only 29. He's on 13 after 8 rounds.
Already though, Wizards of Gaming bottling it towards Banana, but already getting shut down, and well, the bomb dropped now, and it's too far away for ERX and Dafkek to recover. Does land some damage there, ERK, but that Molotov's going to just get him away, but it's actually Aviate that finds the frag, and now all down to Dafkek, but this Deagle isn't doing much for him, and actually goes for the knife there. Aviate goes balls to the wall, but wants that economy, no need for it, but wants it anyway. Isn't able to find it though. No, it isn't.
He's got an AWP on Banana.
Yeah. The thing is as well, the AK on Bastia, with the AWP that's in Dafkek's hand, and as I always say, you know, he's worthy for 1 shot either way with it when playing the AWP. So if you can find that 1 shot to land on both of these players, then well, he's played himself well. And Dafkek
Does look like he's going to be edging towards A, and I think Aetas have gambled it, and they've gambled wrong. Dafkek at least going to get the plant. could find Bastia pushing
Oh,
through
he's
library. This is
waiting.
a risky
He's
play.
not-
Look at this.
Oh.
Ah, it's not fast enough.
Yeah, really needed
Actually,
to
I think he
bump on
did
that.
shoot, but he just missed.
Yeah. He was aiming towards the more arch position. He wasn't really aware of library, but unfortunate for him there. Eventually started to trade frags out. Too little, too late though. Really should have gone for the bomb plant in that situation. Just at least secured the economy boost.
Yeah, he had the
gaming.
right idea though. He was moving towards his position. He just like got caught a little off guard. Look at that nade though. 2 players, half HP straight away. This is the advantage Wizards certainly need to get back into this round. Can he find one? Can he find a second? Traded out by Aviate, but Aviate 30 HP on the banana.
Now really, where do you go from here, Wizards? You've got 1 frag. Also, you're a man down, and the bomb's still dropped in lower mid. Just awaiting for that frag onto either side.
Doesn't look like they're just going to be going for a pick-based round. Dafkek waiting around in the boiler area. Could find Bastia if Bastia pushes a little bit too far, but staying quite passive for now.
He's actually going to get
Entity
picked as
spams.
well. Yeah, he's going to get picked through that smoke and eventually found as well. Makes it a 3-on-4, and now all down to Ruta. He's going to smoke himself actually and try and give himself something to work with. That scope's going to be here, but he didn't see Lucifer push through, unfortunately, and now all down to Aviate and Voxel. If anyone can clutch this, it's got to be Aviate. 16-4 right now, 9 rounds in.
And Voxel, the IGL, definitely a capable player. Although I think they're just deciding to go for the save. Look at the HP on Aviate. They'd rather just save that AWP than win the round. I think that's
The smarter play, really.
good decision.
A round up makes it 5-5 to Wizards, though. Well, Wizards really surprising me that they aren't being so dominant right now. It's looking like Aetas have kind of got an edge almost. But
Yeah, I think it's worth taking into account that this map is quite CT-sided, though.
yeah, for most teams it is.
Definitely.
Surely, yeah.
Wizards looked amazing on their CT side on this map. This was definitely their best.
If I'm not wrong, though, I think it's only like, you know, like 1% difference. It's just the fact that when it comes to official play, it does seem more CT-sided than anything. I think it comes down to just the general position. But if you're a good enough T-side team, you can easily take it. It's you know, it is CT-sided. I think that's the general consensus. But
Yeah.
it isn't as such as well, if you like.
It does definitely depend on the team. Entity finds Aviate in the mid. Look at the HP for 92 straight away. It's definitely an influential spray by Entity, who is also tagged, but it's always a good damage trade if it's on an AWPer.
Yeah, certainly is. Makes him pretty useless. He can't really be dynamic. Got to play passive, and you know, you see me. He's just holding long, but if they need this, oh, and he's going to be found through the smoke there. Unfortunately, just edges his bets and far. But Wucha actually rotates fully through apps. Yeah.
Absolute madness by Wuta. Has just spotted out most of the Wizards team, but surely he dies. They know what he's doing.
Oh no, but they actually leave him. But he's, yeah, they've already rotated through. They know he's not pushed apps yet, so they do have ERX just waiting for this though, and he's gonna actually spot him out. Not a found frag though, but these Jiku and Ruta need to go for this. 45 HP, 32 and 23. Going in order there along the scoreboard. Dafkek, Entity and Lucifer. Well,
Lucifer didn't spot the first pair crossing though. Jaku was hidden, but now found. Surely there's nothing he can do in this round. I think he should just go for the save. 3v1, not really much of a chance in it. He does have a kit, but
yeah, none of these players can. Oh, he did spot him.
Dafkek.
He's trying to go for the
Oh, is it the Dozier?
Dozier. Yeah, he's trying to go for the Dozier nade, but not gonna happen there, and not from mid either. He does push too short. But
Yeah, I remember watching that round live. That was a influential nade.
certainly was. Found 2 as well.
Yeah,
There
do
you
love
go.
X God.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. I love his attitude as
He's
well.
a fantastic player as well. He's
Yeah.
definitely
Very underrated
one
as
of the
well,
best.
I'd say, to some extent. But nonetheless, game back to this game. Pretty quick banana aggression from Wizards
Yeah,
Gaming.
good control. Nade straight in. Does it like it's just going to be a flat B execute. Aviate does get tagged through the smoke. Other player there with him is JQ, so this is probably the two most dangerous players on the Aetas side.
Yeah, but it's more it's not famous from Get Right really, is it? Although it's Dozier that's most notably known.
Oh, was this
for.
someone in chat saying?
Yeah, it is Get Right, but it's actually Dozier that's got the more publicity for the name.
Yeah,
really.
Dozier was the one that did it like at a big event though.
But nonetheless, anyway, not working out for him. Oh, Aetas starting to shut this down.
But Entity does trade on Aviate. That's definitely what you want to see. But Voxel, look at this push with the CZ. Absolute balls of steel. But ERX does manage to trade. Should get the bomb back fairly shortly.
Well, 3-on-1. Aetas starting to shut it down, but didn't really go in their favour. Wuta actually spotted out the bomb towards mid on ERX, but wasn't able to find it. So, does give them information at least, but
HP low on Wooter as well. And Bastia has chosen quite a passive angle with this AK. All spotted out by Entity.
oh, I think he's going to spot them drop down, but it's not enough.
Both kills.
And JQ.
Now it's just JQ.
1-on-2 though, and he's got no utility. He does have a kit, but really this is unrealistic, surely. He had so much time to get in positions by now with his late rotation. He did just have to split the side, didn't really want to jump up. And he kind of have to go for this to just try and even it out, but ERX over the box.
Clean.
Gonna find himself a 3k there. Confirms a 7th round on the board for Wizards. And well, Aetas looking like to be forced onto an eco. Could go for upgrade pistols, but they're actually going to go for the nade buys. Wizards does get himself a P250 as well, but 4 nades. And they're going to be heading towards mid and banana, of course. Going to be trying to find some early damage and pinch them, and this could be big if they get them down correctly. And ERX already taken out. Lucifer,
Look at this
5
nade
HP,
trade though.
but not
Voxel
really
goes
all
down
that
as well. All USPs for Aetas. Can they make it work? What is going on? How have so many kills been found in this round? JQ, look at the HP on these players. It's ridiculous now. Lucifer though trades on JQ.
And there's no weapon to Bastia's name. And he's going to fight
Both
with these
players.
AKs. He only needs a single shot on either of them to find the frag. Surely he pushes there. Oh, but Entity already waiting on the smoke.
He's too aware.
That's kind of unfortunate there. 7 and 5 HP, but and Lucifer coming out from banana finds one and finds a second as well deeper there onto the site. But 8 to 5 right now. Wizards of Gaming starting to pick their game up.
Regardless of the result of that round, I think it's needless to say that was a fantastic eco round. I mean, you get the last players from 500, you get the team from 500 health to 12 health. So
Yeah.
it's pretty well done. Well, Aviate takes down one on the banana push. Entity gets tagged up by his teammate, does nade Aviate off the angle, going for the smoke spams. JQ finds the damage though. Oh, Entity.
Oh, that's
gets
going to be the
naded.
bomb. Literally just passed over Aviate's screen with a flying saucer.
This
Now
damage
he's still
though.
on CT position and finds Lucifer trying to go for more now onto Dafkek, but doesn't find it. He finds safety and there could be on banana, but all down to ERK and Dafkek now. It's 2 versus 4 and they're still going for it, but Dafkek fully blinded there. And they actually go for
JQ is
the
back.
flower pot position from JQ. He's going to find that and surely to close this out. Certainly do so. JQ, fundamental to that round really. Sticked out that CT position and held it so aggressively. Just simply worked out. Absolutely brilliant. Well, now 6-8, last round of the half. And obviously Aetas with this bye going to be trying to force that 7-8. But, ooh, that hit actually pretty hard. JQ though already failed that boost. He's already found Aviate as well, 57 HP, but with Voxel and Wooter coming in to support there. Oh, sorry, Wooter, is that Voxel, my bad. The next actually going to push through that. Voxel finds 2. And
What a
Aviate
shot by Aviate.
as well.
How many kills is he on now? 21 kills in this first half. What a dominant performance from Aviate.
All down to Janny now, though. Got to commit to this last round of the half. 1 versus 4 as you approach the B side. But the bomb dropped, so no potential for the plant here unless he finds frags now. And in fact, Wooter's just waited here. Oh, that is dirty,
Spam by
Janny.
Yanni. But Bastia trades it out, and it's an 8-7 half. Very balanced again. But Wizards just about edging it out. The pistol round is definitely going to decide the momentum of the second half, I'd say.
Oh yeah, certainly, definitely.
I think
really too sure what
Aviate was
happens
just
there.
the shining star of that half, to be honest.
Yeah.
His all just looked stunning. Finding a 4K, then a 3K in 2 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, really impressive stuff, you know, and it's just kind of awkward for Wizard because they come late into the half and then don't really finalise themselves picking it up. So they do pick the slack up, but it's a little bit difficult. But again,
I think they'll look
quite
much
awkward.
stronger on the CT side, I think, personally. Their CT side on train looked a lot better. Their aggression was good. It was just the fact that they were so far gone in the game. There wasn't much they could do. They lost the round, and then their economy was in tatters. And well, here we go. Anyway, I think we might just see the 5 Kevlar again. Will we see a utility player on either side? Yep, we do see 2 utility players onto Aetas. Could see a pretty interesting setup coming out, and a CZ onto the side of Wizards. Where will that be located? Do you see the CZ player going towards the A site? Second mid push for Aetas.
Yeah,
Is
they've
it triple
used
banana
CZ
stack for
before
Wizards?
though, as well.
Yeah. Left side of mid is smoked by Bastia. Aetas are going to be pushing onto the A site aggressively. This CZ needs to be influential now.
Certainly
2
is as
kills!
well.
Ripping heads. Can he find more? Ooh. Oh, wow. Well done by ERX in that round. That CZ was... That was just destructive power.
Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant there. And well, really, really well played from ERK there. And, you know, that CZ buy is always a risk. You don't have the armour to fend off. Oh, what is that? What is that?
That was a disgusting dig. That was ridiculous. The speed on that. Literally. That looked more like a pre-fire than anything.
Well, no, smoked out, so Wizard's not really going to get all of his side onto mid, but Entity, he doesn't care. He's just going to spam that MP9 through the smoke. Finds one.
Your smokes mean nothing to me. Lucifer does get traded by Voxel up mid. Now it does look like it could be an arch wrap, but no, they're just... Oh no. Do you have 1 player pushing?
Hey! Aviate eventually finds it.
Aviate.
That's going to be the bomb plan now. It's all down to Janny. This round's kind of faltered around Wizards. But, yeah. A little bit awkward for him, but Janny does have potential for this. 2D Eagles, yes, full HP, armour on 1. To win them 4, but he's only on 10 HP, and now, well, he's kind of going out the window, and Wild Voxel sat out in the corner. It's going to be easy to find, and well.
Well, that was depressing.
Yeah.
Aviate just absolutely ruins 1 player in mid, and then just the momentum from there. Just straight up mid. Convincing victory for Aetas in that round. It's definitely not what you want to see if you're Wizards of Gaming. You're supposed to be. What? He does it again! He just one-tapped Yanni twice in 2 rounds.
I need to watch this man more.
What is this man? I'm just gonna watch this. I'm just gonna get on his perspective this whole time. Like, he is nuts right now.
Oh, and see that shotgun doesn't work out. That Nova bite. Really a poor investment. ERX though, going big again with this CZ. Seems to be the CZ god. Ooh, and that's Lucifer caught as well now. All down to ERK, and he's looking like he wants to play into this. Finds one in the form of Wooter. Well, 1 versus 3, and that nade, useless really. Still has 3 sets of utility though. Smoke, flash, and the molly, and his famous CZ to work with. He's going to smoke banana as well. Oh, that Molotov though, clips out the side. I'm not sure if he's aware of it either. Doesn't look to be, and well,
he's just been locked out of the round. There's just nothing you can really do in that situation. Tease with utility, just keeping you at bay.
Yeah, and 9-9 now. Really going the full length, both of these sides. And, you know, after you see that cash game, 16-3 to Wizards of Gaming, you wouldn't really think, you know, a dominant map for them, Inferno, would go like this, but certainly does so in Aviate again. Look at this. He's on mid. He's trying to go for these taps. Not able to find it though. Just going to have to flash out and try and find it again. Does land 1. TRX.
Third time, not so lucky apparently.
As soon as I go onto his speed as well, and he's going to be found as well. And he's actually wiping the floor with Aetas. That's a lot of men down. 3 in fact. And that's not a bad push from Wizards really. Does the damage, but the economy not really all that much inflicted for Aetas Black. Still a lot of money in the tank for them. And they're going to obviously allow to full buy, but which actually goes to the P90, and I'm not too sure why, but he would have still had money for utility even if he took the 8k there. So that flashbang for Johnny works out big, finds one into Wooter. Voxel 19 HP as well. Time more though right now.
My Counter-Strike crashed.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll be back in approximately 30 seconds.
No problem.
I'm gonna sheet load him back in right now.
Well, only again an entity pushing this banana position. Finds himself one, and that guy finalises that now, and all down to JQ. And he knows they've rotated out right now. He can find one. Not sure if he can find the second, isn't though. His double peak comes out, and well, does eventually find it. Makes it 10-10. And Aetas though, this could go to 11-10 right now, but they do buy into the AKs. A fair amount of utility as well, and max 10 onto JQ. Voxel takes up the CZ as well.
Definitely need to get those close engagements done.
Who's inflict a lot of hefty damage to Bastion, already 52 HP. And that's the bomb down in mid now. As the game surely start to rotate through as they do. Now all down to Wooter and Aviate. Aviate though, really playing so well. Well, the RX already finds Wooter. Now all down to Aviate. He's not going to be able to find much surely from this. He does have full utility though, so he could go for it, but with the bomb down is going to be difficult for him. Make it work, but does find one to Datkak, and now ERK 46 HP. Entity with 100 HP as well.
Yeah, now it's just Aviate, the star of the first half of this game. Gotta step up again now. Wizards are aware of his position though, it appears. As he pushes up the T-ramp. Just slowly edging towards the bomb entity. Just so aware. But, oh, the timing. Looks away and Aviate catches him.
30 seconds
what
out,
we want
surely
with
hears the
ERX.
footsteps.
The timing again.
Apparently not though. As Aviate will fall to ERX, and well, 11-10 now. This is going the extra mile. Third map. And all rounds being utilised by these teams, but Aetas Black going to have to go on to an Eco CZ and a P250 onto Voxel. Armour also on Aviate with that CZ, so that's something at least. He's been playing well so far this half. Flashback.
Well, we did see on the Aetas CT side. Oh, look at this spray down on Banana.
Already finding 3, and well, that round
All done.
cleansed almost by Wizards there.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely
going to
no
say, on the
opposition.
CT side of Train, Aetas did actually win an eco round, but T side of Inferno, a little bit more difficult, and taken down in about 3 seconds from the moment of the first ban being spotted.
Yeah, it was really, really tough there. Actually horrible. Just all lined up there.
Oh, this apartment's push from Yanni, only able to find 1, but does great damage. Avia is on 6 health.
Well, Lucifer finds the bomb though, and he's going to evade that as well, but he's surely going to be traded. There we go, but 3-on-3, Avia at 6 HP, not really all that much to work with, but still potential for the round going forward.
Yeah, Avia is definitely very fragile right now, but he's somewhat of a glass cannon.
Does have the one-shot
seen him.
potential of the AK though, so that's all good.
Yeah, definitely. He's been so fast this game so far. I wouldn't be surprised if he still manages to pull something out the bag, despite his health disadvantage.
Look at Entity though, he's just spotting this out. He's not even going to go for this. He just wants to spot where they're moving. He does actually get tagged though, but not for much.
He got dinked through the wall.
Yeah.
By Avia. Now pushing onto the B site is Aetas. It's just one man Entity. Oh no, they fully flashed Voxel by accident. But Avia flags the flag, chases the flag on Entity, and Jakku flags on Dafkek, and it's just ERX versus Jakku, both full HP. ERX does have a Molotov. This could be so important.
Surely he assumes Jakku as well being here.
I don't know. It's quite an aggressive angle. It's perfect, in fact. Look at this.
Yeah. ERX, so he's actually wrapped around, and Jakku got to be aware of the possibility that he went through Banana. But he's going to hear him now. But he's just lined it up. He knows where the bomb's planted, and he's just going to sit it. But he's not going to find it, surely. Okay, not able to go for it. That's damage done, and he doesn't hear the defuse again. But okay.
Oh, no. Outbrained. Does he not
Don't
have
think
time?
he has time?
No
Or-
time.
Well,
I was going to say that would have been a play, but...
yeah, ERK though. ERX, sorry. Brilliant play from
Did he
him
not-
there.
I don't know, did he not realise he was being spammed, or...?
I think
maybe
he
he just
did, and
panicked
then
in the
yeah,
moment.
he just backed off away from it.
I honestly think he could have survived if he just stuck it, because of how long it took him to rotate, but heat of the moment, these things happen. Unfortunate round for Wizards, definitely. They looked like they were going to win that, and just Aviate pulling it out of the bag again. 31 frags for him now. He's carrying Aetas just wholeheartedly.
Yeah, we're to 6
But taken down.
frags though in 24 rounds. That's not really all that great of a statistic. That's 1 frag every 4 rounds. So
He's
yeah.
carrying from the bottom.
Yeah, he's carrying from the bottom. That's what he's doing. He's working his way up. Yeah, I like
He's
that.
the morale man.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Bastia sneaking up the short position is quite alone with the bomb. It's quite disconcerting to see, but Dafkek, this position on site could be so influential. Although Bastia seems to have spotted something, but Wuta just peeks from the apartments, is low. Oh no, the auto shotgun.
But Johnny's still yet to rotate, and Entity's got to wait for that now. You can't really go for this. But
They will go for this round. I don't think they can afford to lose it.
3-on-2 though, and 12 HP on Bastion. No nades though at Wizards Gaming's disposal. Only a single flashbang from Johnny. And they're gonna back away from that.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I don't think they realised how low the Aetas players were.
Yeah, potentially. There's well, there's 12 to 12, and like I say, still going the full mile. Trading out rounds here, both of these teams, and no sign of stopping. We could see overtime easily here. I think nobody really stepping up. You can see how it trades out, you know. Aetas find a few rounds in succession, then Wizards do, and it's just very back and forwards, really. But it's interesting to see, actually, Aetas, you know, Wizards pick up the pistol there, and then Aetas find themselves 3 rounds after that. So that just shows how they've come back into this, really, you know, and really played out. Tried to show their worth. Lucifer, though, tries the spam through the smoke. Not going to be working that, though. Ooh, and Dafkek, Mac 10. Lucifer has to play chase to this now. Try and find one at least. He's not going to push it through, though.
Smoke spam does find good damage onto Wutar.
Oh, ERX, though, again. This man does not quit at any point. All down to JQ, though. Does have the bomb in hand. Grenade and flash with the Mac 10. Is it possible? And ooh, a really risky spray. Eventually works out, though. No, all down to Lucifer and Janny to try and just finalise this. It shouldn't be too hard. There we go. And his body actually falling through the railing there. Quite a nice little cinematic. But 13-12, Wizards do take the edge against Aetas, but their buy isn't going to be all that great. MP9, UMP, but not much you need. This utility should keep them pistols at bay that they've invested in over the greater firepower, so should be good. And you know, Inferno, it really is CT side if you can get that utility down in the right places at the right time. And just look at Lucifer though, he doesn't even care. He's just going to find 3 and mop them all up and just leave Bastion all alone, and he's not going to be able to find anything. All 5 players of Wizards of Gaming survive, and now Aetas Black have to buy into this round and do have the money to do so. Bastion going to be picking up that up, and well, a 2-round margin and lead for Wizards.
I see Wizards taking this, to be quite honest. I think they've come back to form now. Everyone's performing pretty well on their side, and I think Aetas just have one player who's quite far behind. I think he's holding them back, definitely.
Yeah.
But there is a pause from Wizards. Not sure if it's technical or tactical, but
yeah, they did have issues on train, so and that ended up playing 1 round with 3 players eventually because they exhausted the technical timeout time. As obviously being an online tournament, it's not really a LAN issue. Of course, it's not. So
yeah,
there is a limited amount of time that tech pauses can go for. I think it's 15 minutes, I do believe.
yeah, I think it was about 15 minutes we waited, so that would make sense, definitely.
Yeah, I think it is 15 minutes. But yeah, they exhausted that, then go with 3 players into the first pistol round of the second half on train. So definitely some issues that they did have, but they seem to be ironed out this, so I'm not really sure what that pause is for.
Yeah, I think it's just like maybe someone restarting a computer or something. Well, either way, we've got like quite a lot of mid control for Aetas. They've pushed Wizards back towards the sites, and now it looks like it's going to be a short push coming from Aetas Black. Great damage onto Bastion straight away. Lucifer does find the frag though. 2 frags each way. Entity pushes, finds one on the site. Dafkek finds the other. And now it's just 1 player left and he's taken down.
You know what? I think I know what this pause is for, you know. Even if they do lose that round, they still need the pause to talk it through and what do they do with the buy, etc. And obviously, this is match point. This is not map point, this is match point for them now. This is the 3rd
this
match.
This is final point.
Yeah.
As in, like...
Yeah, if they win this round, they go to the grand finals and...
Who are they playing? Who won in the other semi-final? Because was that running at the same time as this?
No, that was played the other day, I do believe. And that's...
Oh, right.
Let me just have a little quick look. I wasn't actually around for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, neither was I.
I didn't get to watch. Let me scroll up real quick. I think it was G Guys. Yeah, G Guys. Yeah. War Dogs just confirmed that for me. Yeah, it was G Guys that won that out. I think that was kind of expected. You know, TC did play well throughout, but you know, it's G Guys, and I really do think that, you know, I can't call who's going to win that match. if Wizards take this round now and go through to the final, then, well, it's going to be a very close game indeed. G guys has just absolutely obliterated the competition. Multiple 16-0s and, well, brilliant play all round. But the same deal for Wizards. They're very, very close, really. Oh, and Janny, he's really trying to push that and excel down second mid, but it doesn't work out. And
Does get the info though, that's kind of the important thing. Still got 4 players standing, more than enough to hold back this kind of limited buy. But AV8 has that deagle. We've seen him do disgusting things with it this map so far. So let's see if he can continue.
yeah, certainly is. But, you know, ERX now planted firmly on short, just waiting out for any kind of opposition towards Boiler or mid. But in fact, Lucifer starts to rotate out. He starts rotating B. And that might be a call as maybe it's kind of eyeing up Banana and they do start to fall back, and that's a great IGL mid-round call. But Lucifer, they've gone for the fake. It starts to rotate back to A. No.
No, I think he's holding it at a distance. He's going to stay there, but he's just going to rotate if they do actually start going A. But here we go. It's the fast B execute. Lucifer finds one. It's going to have to be Entity. Oh no, the jumping peak. What is that? How has he managed to find 2 kills with the Mac 10?
Well, this is the round that Aetas needs. If they lose this, they're knocked out of the entire tournament, and this semi-final will be for nothing. But Wizards, as much in desperation for this to go through to the final, and I think it's well deserved for either of these teams, to be honest, how well they've performed. But looking like ERX and Dafkek just want to prize weapons away. They know their economy is not great. If any weapons they can prize away, make that round easier for them once this is a loss. So 13 to 15 this is going to be, but Dafkek does find one, but he gets dinked down to 12 HP now. He has to back away as well.
I think one thing I would argue is that however well Aetas have played it, I think if Wizards hadn't had technical issues in the second map, this would have been a 2-0.
Yeah, there's
I
definitely
still argue. I
potential for it.
Aetas have played really well though, and they are still on the verge of taking this to overtime. This is not the end. We are seeing a pause come out from the Wizards side.
Yeah, I think they really want to talk this through. Look at Lucifer, he's only got a deagle now. They are going to drop him an AWP though. So a triple AWP setup, and I think this is the first time we've seen this so far from Wizards actually. We've seen the triple scout, but no triple AWP. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what they actually do with this. Lucifer going to be planted out on mid by the looks of things. ERX also going towards Apps and Janny on B. So, a pretty default triple AWP setup, really. Nothing too flamboyant. But
Triple up, though, that in itself.
Ooh.
Oh, that shot from JQ. ERX just not expecting the close peak, but Janny does trade onto Bastion Banana. One player in the pit. You got 2 players on long on A. This is definitely quite a dedicated rotation.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, you can hold that one man on Banana, and where Jenny is right now, it does give him the potential. He can fall off from here. He's not holding an angle as such. It literally can just take one shot. If he misses, just fall back. It's just the potential to get dinked, and he does fall back. There we go. Well, that's what we see, but he retakes the angle, actually.
Oh,
And
no.
he could be caught out here. Voxel's chasing, the right thing to do as well. Ooh.
Oh, what a leg onto the player at Coffin.
Janny
Oh,
actually
no.
nearly takes out Lucifer there. That was quite close, but this is not game over yet for Aetas. They're still in this. Rooster and Voxel, 2 on 3. But the flower pots boost comes out and they're both stuck in barbecue. They find another
Could have
now.
been deadly. Aetas are not out of this yet. Dafkek is mollied off. Spots the player, gonna spam through the box. An oversight by Aetas, but what is going on? How are they managed to keeping this round alive? One player left, it's Voxel. Can Dafkek find the frag?
Oh, Voxel! Keeps them in this, and well, we're looking like we're going to
2v5?
overtime. Certainly, I think it was 2 versus 4? Was it 2 versus
2 versus 4, 2 versus
Yeah.
5, just over aggression from Wizards, just like bad communication. Like
He had so much
one
time to play
player
as well.
Yeah, they just They messed that up, definitely. That was a big oversight.
Look at this. Aetas Black, 4 AKs, auto shotgun onto Bastia, seems to be his weapon. And a single M4 on the side of Wizards, and while overtime has a predicted potential for that. Janny though, already going big, as they do take a 3-man push down Banana. And they don't actually recover a weapon from that, just too deep there. But,
surprise aggression though, definitely a good advantage to have early on in the round. ERX in the pit with the M4, the only rifle on the side. Bastia though with the XM, we've seen him do influential things with it before. Now Entity on the site, will he spot him out? Bastia just remaining passive for now, falling back into the apartments as his team looks to be lining up a B attack.
yeah, but this nade could actually be quite big, but it does not root it down though. Actually, that's half HP for him, and he's got to fall back now. But Lucifer starts to come to support. They need to rotate this M4, but actually it's going to be kept on A, and this is the smarter play
Looks
right
like
now.
an A attack. I think this is going to have to be a retake. That's M4 and Pit. Going to have to do big work now. Could this be overtime?
Oh no, EAL,
Straight away, the crossfires. Wuta, last alive. Can he do it? 3v1.
4 versus 1.
4v1, sorry.
He's not going to find us, surely. Oh no, just find Lucifer.
Too low. And it's over. Wizards go through 16-14. What a game.
The ghost of our past.
Certainly is, and well,